different story.
Yeah, it's for sure. I want to point out something that you mentioned last night, and a big part of the Braves' success lately has been the leather. No errors in this 10-game streak. In fact, the last error the Braves committed was September the 12th against Houston. 104 consecutive innings without an error. That's superb.
It is superb, and it's in keeping with the way they've played defensively all year long. There haven't even been any stretches where you say, boy, they're in a defensive slump. That hasn't happened, and it really hasn't happened the last 5, 6, 7 years for the Braves defensively. They've been very good. They're still atop the league in those categories. And not only have they not committed an error, Ben, but they've turned in some really special plays, too, in this homestand.
Yeah, they have. And looking to pick up another win versus the Nationals. Braves have won 6 straight versus the Nationals and have gone 9-3 against them this season. So Braves looking to keep that going today. When we come back, Joe will introduce you to the starting lineups. After that, we'll have the first pitch of the game. Braves and Nationals. Final game of the series right around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet?
RV wins!
Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach?
RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Peanuts, get your peanuts.
Nothing goes better with the crack of the bat than the crunch of Georgia peanuts. Power-packed with protein, essential nutrients, and great taste, Georgia peanuts are the all-star choice for affordability, sustainability, and nutrition. For recipes and fun facts, check out GApeanuts.com. That's GApeanuts.com. The perfectly powerful peanut is brought to you by the family farmers of the Georgia Peanut Commission.
Peanuts, get your peanuts.
The official hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Hey fans, don't miss a pitch, double play, or game-winning home run, because life's best moments deserve crystal clear vision at Marietta Eye Clinic. Our 35 award-winning doctors cover everything from kids' eye exams to advanced surgeries with the latest technology. Our new Johns Creek Clinic and Surgery Center are open, and Cartersville is on the way, bringing you 14 convenient Atlanta area locations. With easy online scheduling, expert care is just a click away. Book now at MariettaEye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic. Your vision, our priority.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Joe Simpson back at the ballpark with a look at today's starting lineups. And as always, starting lineups are powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. And for the Washington Nationals, moving up to the leadoff spot, the second largest leadoff man in baseball history, James Wood, will be the leadoff guy in the DH. Who's number one? I would guess probably Aaron Judge. Batting second, the shortstop is C.J. Abrams. Josh Bell gets a start at first base, and he'll bat third. Batting cleanup in left field, Dalen Lyle. Dylan Cruz is in right field, and he bats fifth. Batting sixth at second base today is Louis Garcia Jr. Jorge Alfaro will do the catching today and bat seventh. Robert Hassel III is in center field hitting eighth, and veteran Paul DeYoung will bat ninth and play third base. Again, for the Nats, it's Wood, Abrams, and Bell, Lyle, Cruz, and Garcia, Alfaro, Hassel, and DeYoung. For the Atlanta Braves, Jurickson Profar will lead it off and play left field. Matt Olson bats second at first base. Ronald Acuna Jr. has had a good series, and he is in right field batting third. Batting cleanup, doing the catching, Drake Baldwin. Ha-Sung Kim is the shortstop, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Michael Harris II is tearing the cover off the ball. He's in center field, batting seventh. Batting eighth and playing third base is Nacho Alvarez Jr. And getting the start at second base will be Nick Allen, and he will bat ninth. Again, for the Braves, it's Profar, Olson, and Acuna, Baldwin, Kim, and Ozuna, Harris, Alvarez, and Allen. Those are your starting lineups. It's going to be a beautiful, warm day here in Atlanta, and we're just set for action. First pitch right around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed rates and flexible terms on loans up to $15,000. The next time you're looking for some extra cash to help make ends meet, come see the friendly Franklin folks or visit us at oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation is licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, CFI 215, Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656, MMLS number 141654, not available in North Carolina.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a customized Bronco Raptor.
What do you like about it?
It's a great drive, comfortable, lots of smart tech, and it's ready for just about any adventure. And I look good in it.
No matter where you go to find your next adventure, find it in a smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes at your local bottle shop or visit 13heroes.com. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep...
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun. Use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready.
RA is very deceiving. He has worked 6 innings or more in 8 of his last 10 starts, and his last 6 starts, talk about resurrecting a season. He's gone 3-1 with a 2.63 ERA. Bryce Elder certainly turned his season around, and some would say he's pitching better than anybody on the staff right now, and that says a lot. At home, he's 3-5. He has induced 10 ground ball double plays this year. That's the most on the team. We'll hope for more of that today as well against Washington, a team he is 2-1 against in his career, 2.84 ERA. He's ready for action. And here to tell you about the play-by-play story is Ben Ingram.
Thank you, Joe. Got a gorgeous day, bright sunshine, a variety of cloud types passing by, some long, thin ones, some short, fat ones, and just giving us a good little flyover today and a little bit of shade. Braves and the Nats, final game of the series. Bryce Elder's ready, and now for the ball game. The first pitch misses low and outside to James Wood. Starting up right on time at 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 Central. 85 degrees, just a slight breeze. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Wood clubs one towards center, but Michael Harris has it sized up, makes the catch, and 1 down. Time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet Brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. Braves fan out across the field in their home white uniforms. White tops, white pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy. Braves across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. And the Nationals wearing their navy blue uniform tops, gray pants. Pitch on the way to Abrams, and Abrams slugs one towards deep right center field, towards the gap over the head of Cunha, and off the wall on the fly. Acuna sends it in. Going to be a close play, but Abrams in head first, and it's a double. That ball was clubbed off the wall in right center field. And Abrams has his second base hit of this series. That one hit very hard.
And a good thing he has the speed he has to make that a double, because Ronald played it perfectly off the wall and made a good accurate throw into second as well.
So Abrams at second. Here's Josh Bell. Bell has hardly been to the plate in this series. Went to the plate once as a pinch hitter last night and walked. First pitch swinging, sent foul. They're swinging early and often versus Elder.
It's like they've got to run, catch that charter, I guess.
0-1 on Bell. No score here in the top of the first inning. Right-hander Elder set right at the letters. 0-1 pitch. Ball outside. Yeah, the Nats in the navy tops, gray pants, white lettering outlined in red, red numerals outlined in white, and Nationals across the chest of those navy uniforms. These two rivals seeing each other one final time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Bell in the air to left field. Coming in now Profar. Can't get it. Plays it on a bounce. Advancing one back, C.J. Abrams. And the single puts him in the corners. Abrams had to make sure that was going to drop in. Profar had a long way to go and played it on one bounce. So a double and a single have him at the corners. One down for Lyle. Folks, cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks. Use code BRAVES. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. First pitch swinging, check swing, Lyle went, and a 0-1 count on him. Now, like we said earlier in this series, if you're the Nationals and you could choose one man in the order to be up to the plate with men on base, right now it'd be this man. He's been swinging it very well and has been very impressive in a short amount of time. 290 hitter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be fouled back into the screen, 0-2.
You know, they've got a lot of good-looking young players, Bennett, thanks to their good drafting. And the staff of Mike Rizzo, who has since been relieved of his duties as the GM. But I like this guy a lot. I like Cruz a lot in right field, too.
0-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball. Yeah, you see guys like Lyle and Cruz, you think, okay, there's something to build around there.
Yep.
Guys that they'd like to have in their organization for a long time.
And made a good deal with San Diego for Soto. A couple of those players are in their lineup today, too.
1-2 fouled off. Hits the screen above the Nationals dugout, where just about the entire team is draped over the railing of that dugout. 1-2 on Lyle. He's gone 1 for 4 in this series. Left-handed hitter, 7 home runs. Elder spins the 1-2. Line drive up the middle, base hit. That'll make it 1-0 Nationals. Turned around a fastball and hit a missile right up the middle. And Lyle with RBI number 36 of the season. Runners at first and second, still just 1 out. And it is 1-0 Washington.
If Washington can compile some pitching and continue to develop some guys, we'll see one of their own today in Alvarez. If they can improve their pitching, they've got the makings of moving up in the standings.
Pitch on the way to Cruz. Chopper out to third. Backhanded by Alvarez. Steps on third. Guns across, double play. That is nice by Nacho. That bouncer took him right to the bag, got the force out at third, and completed the play with a good throw across the diamond for the double play. So that ends the top.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit
on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hi, I'm Dan Watkins with All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Now is a great time to upgrade with brand new, efficient, and beautiful garage doors. AllFourSeasonsGarages.com.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
1-0 Nats into the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Jurickson Profar, taken low and inside. For the third straight game, the Nationals have the early lead, and the Braves hoping for the third straight game that they pass them and win this game. They've come from behind in each of the last two in winning the first two games of the series. 1-0 pitch on the way from the lefty. There's a ball low and inside. Here's the leather for Washington. Josh Bell is at first base. Luis Garcia is at second. C.J. Abrams is the shortstop, and Paul DeYoung is at third base. Introduce you to the outfielders after the 2-0 pitch to Profar. Here it is from the left-hander. Profar takes the ball low and inside. Dalen Lyle is in left field. Robert Hassel on patrol in center. Dylan Cruz in right. Catcher is Jorge Alfaro, and the pitcher, Andrew Alvarez. Tall left-hander from California. 3-0 pitch on the way. And there's a strike. Make it 3-1 on Profar. Alvarez, 6'3", 215 out of Los Alamitos, California. And he's 26 years old, making his fifth big league appearance. He's gone 1-1 with a 2.84 ERA. Here's the 3-1 to Profar. That'll be fouled straight back. What are these Braves hitters going to see out of Alvarez?
Fastball in the low 90s. Slider, curveball, and he'll throw a changeup pretty often bend, but mostly to right-handed hitters.
Count runs 3-2 on Jurickson Profar. Wind up on the payoff pitch. And a lunge and a miss. Slider got Profar. And one down here in the first inning. For Alvarez, mentioned that record, 1-1 and a 2.84 ERA. He's coming off a loss against the Mets on the 19th. He went 3 1/3 innings. Gave up 6 runs, 4 earned on 7 hits. But that's really the only bad start he's had in his 4 appearances to this point. 2 earned runs or fewer in 3 of his 4 starts. And just 1 home run allowed. There's a called strike on Olsen. Matt is 0 for 10 in this series. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss high and outside, 1-1. And that's just after going 10 for 20 against the Nationals in the 4-game series in Washington last week. Looking for his first hit right here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's a ball hit hard to center, but right in line with Robert Hassel. He makes the catch. And 2 down here in the first inning. Folks, today's A-list member of the game is Debbie Cohen of Atlanta, Georgia. Debbie has been an A-list member since 2021, and her favorite perk is attending many Braves games and special events throughout the year. Congratulations to Debbie, today's A-list member of the game. 2 down in the first inning for Ronald Acuna. Ronald with a homer last night, also hit a homer in game 1, and takes a first pitch slider low and outside.
Boy, this guy is very perpendicular. He is very straight up.
1-0, missed high with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Lands on a very stiff right front leg and barely bends over when he's releasing the baseball.
2-0 fastball in for a strike, 2-1. Braves seeing Andrew Alvarez for the very first time. Former 12th round pick in 2021. 2-1 fouled off into the second deck along the first baseline. He was drafted out of Cal Poly. As I mentioned, 12th round selection. And this tall left-hander has risen through the organization. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Acuna takes a ball high, 3-2. 1-0 Washington, bottom of the first inning. 3-2 fouled back by Acuna. It's not very often that you see a team in your division where you're seeing one of their pitchers for the very first time. You see them so many times in the season. You feel like you see everybody so many times. 3-2 and a called third strike. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. And Acuna can't believe it. Drops the bat, drops the helmet, drops his head. And that's a 1-2-3 first inning. We go to the...
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Dollar Shave Club is the real grooming MVP. Their 6-blade razor gives you the closest, most comfortable shave. The 4-blade features swift rinse tech for longer, thicker hair, and the handle has a no-slip 360-degree diamond pattern grip for comfort and control. Shave butter works great with their razors.
Gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Traffic and weather can't keep you up to date on what really matters to you. Make Chuck and Turn Off part of your routine weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
Hope you're having a great Wednesday, and great to have you with us on the Braves Radio Network alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Final game of this series, 1-0 Washington into the top of the second. First pitch swinging. Garcia spins around as he missed that sinker, 0-1. It'll be Garcia, Alfaro, and Hassel, 6, 7, and 8 in the Nationals order. 0-1 on the way to Garcia. Check swing. They appeal. He went 0-2. There in the first inning, Bryce finally got the ground ball he was looking for. Got a 5-3 double play to end the top of the first inning after one run had already scored. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed a little bit low. And before that, 3 straight base hits, all hit in the air. So he's just looking for that ground ball that he's so used to getting and finally got it. Typically a good ground ball pitcher. Here's the 1-2. Garcia, check swing, didn't go, 2-2. For Elder, all about that sinker-slider combination. He'll mix in a four-seamer to change, but when he's really at his best, sinker and slider are sharp. 2-2 fouled off. Do it again with a 2-2 count.
And that added to his lead, or his team leading double play production. That was his 11th.
Righty-lefty matchup on the 2-2 pitch. In the air, foul down the left field line. Sun comes out from behind a cloud and beating down onto the infield. 2-2 on Garcia. 1-0 Washington. They got a base hit by Dalen Lyle to score C.J. Abrams in the first inning. 2-2, chopper out to first. Playing the second bounce on the short hop was Olsen. Toss to the bag. Elder's there, and a 3-1 put out. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of our breakfast this morning. One good on the eggs we had. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Only the original, as you say, though. That's what struck me.
Yes. There is no other.
No.
Jorge Alfaro, the batter. And a ball low and outside. These two starting pitchers today, Elder and Alvarez, both 26 years old. In fact, they're born just 25 days apart. 1-0 to Alfaro. That'll be fouled off. Bryce born May 19th, 1999. Andrew Alvarez, June 13th, 1999. 99 was a good year for the Braves. One pitch sent foul into the third deck. That it's an empty seat and rattles around, and a fan in a Greg Maddux jersey picks it up. 1-2 on Jorge Alfaro. Veteran catcher, born in Colombia. But he actually moved to the Dominican Republic at the age of 14 to pursue baseball. 1-2, a reach and a miss, and a good slider for strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Elder. So 2 down for Hassel. Well, for Elder, this will be his final appearance this season, and obviously, no matter who you are, you want to finish on a high note, but especially for Elder, given that this is a home game. His home-road splits have been very different this season. Pitch on the way to Robert Hassel, and a ball low and outside. At home this year, Elder has posted an ERA of 6.81. On the road, 4.08. Big difference. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll be fouled off into the second deck along the third base line.
I mean, so different that when I gave his home numbers, I just said an ERA over 6. I tried not to go to the nth degree on him.
Here comes the 1-1. And there's a ball high. And I say that to say something that we mentioned the last time that we saw him, is that you want him to finish this season strong and take that into next year. There's a 2-1 check swing tap foul, and put together an entire campaign. Because when we've seen him at his best, it'll be stretches where it's good for a few months or good for a stretch. And go back to that all-star season. He was good in the first half of the season, second season not so much. And to do that, you got to be really good at home and on the road. 2-2, misses high. And it looks like he's at the place in that career where he's ready for that to be his next challenge accepted.
I hope that's the case. I really do. And it applies to some of his teammates, too.
3-2 to Hassel. And a swing and a miss right over the top of a good slider down in the dirt. So back-to-back strikeouts. It's a 1-2-3 second. We go to the bottom of the inning. 1-0 Washington.
It's Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances and save an additional $1,000 when you buy 4 select LG made.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dollar Shave Club is the real grooming MVP. Their 6-blade razor gives you the closest, most comfortable shave. The 4-blade features swift rinse tech for longer, thicker hair, and the handle has a no-slip 360-degree diamond pattern grip for comfort and control. Shave butter works great with their razors. It's translucent for precision and delivers a long-lasting glide that hydrates the skin. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use code HOMERUN for 20% off your order of $20 or more, plus free shipping. Whatever you shave, welcome to the...
Nothing Washington, and Drake Baldwin leads off against the southpaw Andrew Alvarez. Drake leading it off in the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. First pitch on the way to Baldwin. And a ball low from Alvarez. If the Braves steal a baser in the second, our contestant today, Nathan Zelaya, will win $1,400 in free marathon gas cards. There's a ball low and outside. You too can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Pulling for Nathan today, our contestant, in the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. 2-0 to Baldwin. Strike. That time a fastball in the inside corner. Drake 3 for 8 in the series. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a bouncer out to short, taken by Abrams on the third bounce. Lobs over to first base in time for the out. One down here in the second inning.
This guy looks like he's throwing darts down at the pub. You know, he's not overexerting himself. Talking about Alvarez. Just kind of winds up and hardly any bend in his back at all when he's following through.
Wouldn't you like to see that on a scouting report written out? Looks like he's throwing darts at a pub. Here's Ha-Sung Kim. And a called strike. We've seen Kim play some brilliant defense, especially in this series. He's 1 for 8 in this series. Well, one from Alvarez misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Braves riding the crest of a 10-game winning streak into the action today. And they've outscored their opponents 75-28 over the last 10 games. No errors in that stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Kim takes ball off the plate. They've also out-homered their opponents 19-8. And look, you win 10 games in a row, just check every box on the list. You're doing everything right. There's the 2-1. Kim takes a strike. If the Braves were to win today, it would be just the second team. They would be just the second team in baseball this season to win 11 games in a row or more. Correction, second in the National League, I should say, third in baseball. Twins have done that over the American League. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Kim takes the ball low and in. Milwaukee has had 2 winning streaks of 11 games or better, a 14-game winning streak and an 11-game winning streak. Twins had a 13-game winning streak. Those are the only teams that have won 11 in a row or more this year across the league. 3-2, lined out to second off the glove of the second baseman Louis Garcia. And rolling across the grass in shallow center field. And just enough on it. First base runner of the game for the Braves.
We've been talking about how much Kim uses the middle of the field. They're going to start bunching the infielders up there, all 4 of them, just up the middle as much as they can.
Louis Garcia had a leap into the air, got leather on it, but he couldn't squeeze it. Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch to Marcel, a strike on the outside corner. You're telling us some numbers about Ozuna in his career versus the Nationals before the game.
Pretty impressive.
Man, he's put up some huge numbers versus the Nats. 0-1 from Alvarez. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
His career numbers against Washington are the equivalent of what would be a full season. 147 games, 572 at-bats, 29 homers, and 101 RBIs.
He's worn him out. 1-1 pulled foul right behind Freddie Gonzalez in the third base coach's box.
292 average. In fact, looking at some of the Braves' season averages against Washington for the lineup today, pretty impressive. Olsen 291, Acuna 476, Baldwin 421, and so on. A lot of high threes on the season average against Washington.
And a lot of that's come lately. 1-2 to Ozuna, ball low and inside. Braves have won 6 straight games versus the Nationals, and have gone 9-3 against them this year. And for the Nats, it's going to be another season in the cellar of the National League East. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ozuna. 2-2 is high, 3-2. This will be the 5th time in the last 6 seasons that the Nationals have finished last in the division. So, you know the old saying, Washington, first in war, first in peace, and last in the National League East. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Ozuna. Here it comes. There's ball 4 outside. That was a quote that was used about the Washington Senators back in the day.
I was just going to say, were you cloning Herbert Hoover there? Or what do you...
Yeah, the Senators, of course, back before they moved to Texas, that second version of the Senators, they were so bad. And that was the humorous quote that a lot of folks would use about the Senators. Nats, of course, won the World Series in 2019, but no success since. Ball hit hard out to second. Glove by Garcia. To second, there's one. Abrams over to first, not in time. They cut down Ozuna. Four, 6 put out. Kim over to third base. Harris to second. And here comes Nacho Alvarez. So a battle of the Alvarezes here. They're both from California. Nacho for the Braves, Andrew for the Nationals. Nacho 1 for 6 in this series. Chance to tie the game right here. Braves down 1-0. Alvarez, as I mentioned, 1 hit in the series. That was a single in game 1 on Monday. Hitting .246 on the campaign. A couple of homers. They both came on the same day in Detroit. And a first pitch strike. Lefty on the mound, right-handed stick at the plate. If Nacho can reach, Nick Allen would come to the plate. 1 pitch. Just a little high with a curveball. Count even 1-1 on Nacho Alvarez. I think we all like the way that Nacho has come along and the way that he's finishing the season. Looking to tack on another RBI. 1-1 low and inside, 2 balls and a strike.
I just hope all of this playing time and success he's had gives him the confidence to come to spring training next year, knowing he could make the ball club for the full season.
This is certainly giving him a big boost of confidence. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Pick off over to first base, and back in standing Harris. Ha-Seong Kim upon the throw over from third base, went about halfway down the line. By the way, Harris sitting on 19 homers and 19 stolen bases. We're looking for 1 more of each for a 2020 season. 2-1 misses up and in. 3 balls and a strike.
Everybody knows that he's not going to play third base when Austin Riley is healthy and ready to go next spring. But Nacho, with his versatility, if he could play first, third, or second, be very valuable utility guy.
3-1 popped up on the infield. Third baseman Paul DeYoung right in front of third base, set up in the line, makes the catch, and that's out number 3. So the Braves threaten, but they leave runners at first and third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We played 2. We go to the top of the third inning, 1-0 Washington.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Nationals 1, Braves nothing. Into the top of the third inning. 9-1-2 coming up with the order for Washington. Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you. Paul DeYoung leads off for Washington. First pitch to him is a ball high. Paul DeYoung, 32 years old, out of Antioch, Illinois. Went to Illinois State University. Veteran presence there for the Nationals. Sinker misses there. 2 balls, no strikes.
I would have guessed he's 42. It seems like he's been playing for a very long time.
He's been around. Had some good years with St. Louis. 2-0 from Elder. There's a called strike. And DeYoung has been sharing third base with Brady House here in the second half of the season. There's the 2-1 pitch. And DeYoung with a fly ball to left field. Jerks and Profar coming in and towards the line, over to his right up against the foul line, makes the catch. 1 down here in the third inning. What'd you make over there? You got a trash bag and some popcorn boxes?
Yeah, I've got the popcorn boxes as backups for like a shroud around the monitor. But the trash bag covers up the white countertop, which reflects the sun.
Right. James Wood takes a ball outside.
Today was weather day at the ballpark. A lot of kids are here from the various schools. Got a lot of good information on weather. And I think
Wood takes called strike.
I think I was inspired by the meteorologists that were here to do something mechanical on the counter.
That's a nice job. Cut the glare down. It's either that or put eye black on. 1-1 misses low.
I'll make one for you as soon as you're ready.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, day game and bright sunshine. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Wood hits one hard, but out to Alvarez at third base, who is set up where the shortstop would normally set up. And Nacho passes the test, sends one over for the out, 2 down.
I'm working right now, but can I get back to you at the beginning of the week?
Yeah, you can. That sounds great. Maybe sometime middle of next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Now here comes my assistant.
Thank you, Jonathan. That's very nice.
Chad Johnwick.
Here's C.J. Abrams. There's a called strike. Yeah, he just put the garbage bag under my monitor so it's not the white countertop reflecting onto the monitor so I can see a little bit better.
Yeah.
There's the 0-1. Ball low and in. I tell you what, the folks who are doing the meteorology day with the kids had some really interesting facts that we were listening on to as we were getting ready for the game. There's the 1-1 pitch. And Abrams with a fly ball towards left center field. Michael Harris to his right. Jurickson Profar to his left. That's Jurickson's ball. Makes the catch out in left field. And it's a 1-2-3 third. We go to the bottom of the inning. Still 1-0 Washington.
Change is always happening.
Are you ready to finally make that dream a reality? Maybe it's updating your kitchen, paying down high-interest credit cards, or covering tuition. Your home is more than where you live. It's also your most powerful asset. At Unlock, we make it simple to turn equity into options. With a home equity agreement, you can access cash today without taking on new debt or monthly payments. Imagine the freedom to invest in your home, reduce financial stress, or finally start that big project you've been putting off. It's your home. It's your future. Unlock it today. Visit unlock.com to learn more about a home equity agreement. That's unlock.com to learn more.
Terms and conditions apply. Not all homeowners will qualify. Not available in all states. Actor Portrayal. Home equity agreements are offered by Unlock Home Equity Solutions, Inc. In certain states, NMLS number 2657081. Visit www.consumeraccess.org for more info.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
AM on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
1-0 in favor of the Nationals. Into the bottom of the third inning. Nick Allen leads off for Atlanta. 9-1-2 in the order. Left-hander Andrew Alvarez going to go back to work. First pitch away from the southpaw, low and inside. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Line drive directly to the third baseman, Paul DeYoung, and Allen lines out. One down here in the third inning.
Wouldn't be a Nick Allen game unless he lined out to somebody.
Yeah, did that last night in center field. This one to third base. Back to the top of the order to Jurickson Profar. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. One out for Profar. There's a called strike. Yeah, we were talking about it being Meteorology Day. And as we were listening to some of the facts and the weather information that they're passing along to the kids several hours before the game, Profar takes a ball high. I learned that lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
That was an interesting one. There's the 1-1 pitch. Profar pulls one foul. He said the surface of the sun is about 10,000 degrees, and the average lightning bolt about 50,000 degrees.
No wonder they want you to come in.
Yes.
I had a high school baseball coach that got struck twice.
Come on.
No, yep.
1-2. Profar sends one foul.
He was an angry man, too.
I would be, too. Angry and jittery.
He was, yeah. He walked funny.
I bet he did. He's lucky to be walking, period. 1-2 to Profar. High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No, we had our shades down on our window so that the sun wasn't blinding us while we prepared for the game. And I heard one of the meteorologists talking about a video they put on the big board of a tornado in Oklahoma.
Sent foul by Profar.
So naturally, I lifted up my shades and was watching the video along with the kids and learning about wall clouds and funnels as if I hadn't seen enough of those in Oklahoma.
That's true. 2-2 to Profar. And a called third strike. Pound to the inside corner with a fastball. So 2 down here in the third inning. There's that story that you'll hear circulate around baseball year to year, that wild story from back in 1919 when Ray Caldwell, who was pitching for Cleveland, was struck by a lightning bolt on the mound while he was pitching, knocked him unconscious. There's a ball low to Matt Olson. Regained consciousness, got back on the mound, finished the game. That's the story.
Man, the guys were tougher back then, weren't they?
How do we send foul? He's day-to-day with a lightning bolt strike.
He never had to comb his hair again.
No. 1-0 Washington here in the third inning. 1-1 to Olson. Olson pulls one foul. Yeah, they say that he was hit by lightning, got back on the mound, threw one pitch, got the final out of the game, securing the win. Ray Caldwell, 1919. 1-2. High and outside. You asked me not too long ago if you could go back in time and see one particular game, one particular event. That'd be on my list.
Yeah.
I'd want to see that. Olson swings and misses at a high fastball for strike 3.
This guy's getting away with 92 fastballs because of everything else.
He's been sharp. He's got 4 strikeouts and 3 shutout innings. Go to the top of the 4th inning.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun. Use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
1-0 Washington as we go into the top of the 4th inning. It'll be 3-4-5 for the Nats. Bell, Lyle, and Cruz. And it's the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning. Bryce Elder looking for a clean 4th inning. Save a big tomorrow. Tidal Wave. Pitch on the way to Bell, and there's a called strike. Tidal Wave is making Braves country clean car country. They've been doing it all season long. And the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning today. Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Watch membership tomorrow. Ball 1 to Bell. There's a ball low. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves.
They'll see me tomorrow.
Good day for it with an off day.
Yeah. Got to get all those bugs off.
Definitely. Bell 1 for 1 with a single. And he hits a high fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris going back into the shadows. Warning track, wall, out of here. Josh Bell with his 21st home run of the year, deepest part of the ballpark. The only shade on the field is being cast into deep center by the video board. And Michael sprinted with urgency back into the shadows, but ran out of room. And it's 2-0 Washington.
Bell's second career homer against Elder. He was the only guy in the lineup that had previously homered off of Bryce Elder. And this guy is so big and strong. He's been bouncing around from team to team lately in recent years, but he's a switch hitter and a valuable piece for this Washington young team.
Good point. Lyle swings and misses. Yeah, Bell, 33 years old. You think about the veteran leadership that Bell and DeYoung bring to that clubhouse. We're a clubhouse full of very young players. 0-1 to Lyle. He swings over the top of a slider down and in. Two 2-0 Washington. Lyle drove in a run with a single back in the first inning. 22 years old from Louisville, Kentucky. Takes a slider low and inside. Lyle was selected by Washington in the second round of the 2021 draft out of high school. There's a called third strike. Good sinker on the inside corner. Strikeout number 3 for Elder. And before Cruz comes to the plate, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
One down for Dylan Cruz. 2-0 Nationals in the fourth. Ball low and outside. I'm becoming a big fan of the Tyler Jones strike 3 call.
Me too.
He belts it out, lets you know it.
Sure does.
He's the home plate umpire today. There's a strike call, as you can hear, 1-1. We'll have a good audible umpire. Elder's 1-1. In the dirt, kicked up a little dust, 2 balls and a strike.
That'll be a little different next year when it just goes beep.
We didn't get a chance to talk about that yesterday.
No, we didn't.
ABS system going to be used in the regular season next year. There's a call strike, 2-2. Well, knowing what you know now, because we got to see it a little bit at spring training, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm impressed with it and how quickly you get the return on the challenge.
2-2 to Cruz. And he'll roll one up the third base line, charging in towards the bag. Alvarez gets leather on it, transfers and fires in time for the out. Nice play by Nacho.
Boy, did you see how quickly he got that ball out of his glove?
That was fast.
Had to be. Nice play. No, there's going to be 12 cameras set up to basically coordinate for the strike zone of each hitter. And each hitter will be measured in spring training, and that will be on file with MLB.
Garcia with a towering fly ball to right. Ronald Acuna drifting to the warning track. He turns, and that is going to be caught right there at the base of the wall in right field. Garcia hit it pretty hard, but not hard enough. That ends the top of the 4th inning. Homer by Bell extends the lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Washington.
Hey, Braves fans, sometimes T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Accidentes de auto, caídas y resbalón, lesiones en el trabajo, casos que valen montón. No pagas si no ganas en abogados.com. Morgan y Morgan, la firma más grande de lesiones son. Han ganado un montón.
¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/home-run. Use promo code HOME-RUN for 20%.
80 the Fan.
Ben, Joe, and Jay Chad with you from Truist Park in Atlanta. Bright sunny day. We roll into the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 2-0 lead for the Nationals. RBI single by Dalen Lyle in the first inning made it 1-0 Washington. And the homer by Josh Bell in the top of this inning made it 2-0. Now the Braves looking to respond. Here's Ronald Acuna. And Ronald takes ball inside. We're talking about that ABS system being brought in for next season. And the system that is going to be put in place for balls and strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Acuna takes a ball low. Don't you know that those guys at spring training, when they get measured, they're going to go in there all kind of slouched over.
Oh, yeah.
Try to look smaller than they really are.
Uh-huh.
Shrink the measurements. There's a ball outside. But each team will get 2 challenges. And with every challenge that you get correct, you retain the challenge.
Right.
And they tested that out at spring training this year in various ballparks. Wasn't in every spring training yard. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And Acuna takes ball 4 low. Leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. And we didn't really know what to expect. We went into it with an open mind, thinking, okay, let's see how this goes. And I thought it went very smooth, given it was the very first time we had seen it, and it didn't last long at all. It wasn't much of a stoppage in play at all.
It's the same technology, I guess, as they use in tennis.
Right.
They don't need linesmen anymore.
The Hawkeye system.
The Hawkeye system.
Drake Baldwin takes a called strike.
That's what they called Jonathan at Oglethorpe when he was hitting because he walked so much.
Correct.
That's where the term Hawkeye came from.
Oh, Hawkeye Chadwick. 0-1 from Alvarez. That misses low. 1-1. And then if a game goes extra innings next year and you're out of your challenges, you'll be given 1 for extra innings. So only the pitcher, catcher, and batter can challenge a strike or ball call. There's a ball outside.
Yeah, it's not like the shortstop can stand out there and jump up and down and tap the top of his head like, check it.
Nothing from the dugout. Just those 3 players. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. Ball low, 3-1. I think any veterans will walk into a clubhouse next year and say, all right, no rookies challenging. I want to save those for me.
That's a good idea.
3-1 to Baldwin. And Drake with a bouncer out to first, backhanded on the edge of the grass by Bell. Tosses to the covering pitcher Alvarez, who wins the race to the bag. And a 3-1 put out of Drake Baldwin down to second for Ronald Acuna. He's in scoring position with 1 out for Ha-Sung Kim.
Kim had his hitting streak snapped last night, but right back at it today with a base hit his first time up.
We can do that right here. It's likely a run for the Braves. Acuna lead at second. First pitch, a slider over for a called strike on Ha-Sung Kim. Oh, 1 pitch. Just a little bit high, 1-1. This will be the final game against a divisional opponent this year for the Braves. They have gone 30-21 against the National League East this year. 1-1, and he swings at a fly ball to left field. Dalen Loud drifting and squares up to it right at the edge of the warning track, makes the catch. Hit it to deep left, but Lyle was Johnny on the spot, and 2 down. If all you knew about the team was their record in the division, you'd assume that the overall record would be significantly better than it is. 30-21, pretty good.
Yeah.
Get a win today, finished 10 games over in the division.
Only losing record was against the Phillies.
Two down for Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, the Braves at 30-21. That's the best record of any National League East club in division games, that is. Philadelphia at 29-21. There's a ball low, and the Phillies are playing Miami today and tomorrow, so they can still win a few more games in the division. But win here for the Braves today, they finished 10 over. Trailing 2-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Called strike on the inside corner. Braves finish with a road record of 37-44. They're 1 game under 500 at home this year at 38-39. 1-1 pitch. Called strike 1-2.
Got a winning record against left-handed starters, too. 23-19.
On a quest for another one of those today. 1-2 misses high from the lefty Alvarez. Count even at 2 on Ozuna. He walks back to the second inning. One of 2 walks allowed by Alvarez. The other one is down there at second, and Ronald Acuna, as he's looking for a lift home. 2-2 pitch. In there for a called third strike. Looking for something else. Curveball the top of the zone. Pretty good pitch. And that ends the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. We played 4. We go to the top of the 5th.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Nationals 2, Braves nothing. Into the top of the 5th inning. Nats will have 7, 8, 9 coming up. And coming up for us, Joe Simpson.
Thank you, Ben. You ever had one of the reader notes blow out the window? Wind in the pitch to start the inning is a strike.
I think I did in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, it must have. I know you were looking all over for it. I mean, there's a couple that we know by memory. The 0-1, swing and a miss to Alfaro. 0-2. For example, this one I have in my hand almost blew out the window. But Northside Hospital for a Healthier Future Together. Look to Northside. I've got that down pat. Strike 3 call. You heard Tyler Jones ring him up.
You're so much better at that than I am. I'm terrible with memorizing lines. There was a game, I think 2 road trips ago, where at the end of a game, J-Chad gives us a page to make sure we check off everything we need to read at the end. And I misplaced it. And I didn't even know. I was supposed to go into the Home Depot player of the game.
Right. Here's Hassel. He fouls one back into the screen, 0-1.
And I didn't even, and I've done it a million times, but I didn't remember where to start. I just started tap dancing. I'm just talking about things that have nothing to do with what took place, and I finally found it. Went into our normal sign-off sheet.
The 0-1 to Hassel. Strike call, 0-2. Well, Jonathan's always got backups. I can always count on that if it had actually blown out the window. But I just got to thinking what would happen. A little low, 1-2 the count to Hassel, who struck out his first time up. Now, if it's Louisiana brand hot sauce, that reader, that's like 5 lines. I could get the spices and the pickles and the onions in there, but...
You can get Bayou some in there.
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana hot, Bayou some.
But word for word, I don't know about that one. 1-2 now to Hassel, the 3rd. The wind in the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Man, that's back-to-back strikeouts for Elder, who trails 2-0, but he's fan 5. We had a guy, a little boy, in my neighborhood as a kid who was the 3rd. And his name was Guy Pollard. Guy Pollard the 3rd. Paul DeYoung steps in, fouls one down the 3rd baseline. But he didn't know how to say the 3rd. So when you ask him his name, he said his name was Guy Pollard Dessert. Foul ball again, same spot, 0-2. I thought that was pretty good.
It's good.
The 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2 the count. 64 pitches for Elder, 44 strikes. Gave up a run in the first and a run in the fourth. The run in the fourth, a home run by Josh Bell. DeYoung sends one in the air to right field. Over to his right is Ronald, and he's there to get it. And 1, 2, 3. Go the Nationals. That's 6 in a row after the home run by Bell, and we go to the
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
You to look for my podcast, Bucks Beat, twice a week on the Fan app or subscribe to the feed at 680thefan.com.
Getting a little gusty here at the ballpark. Papers flying around. Fortunately, I've got good grip on the next reader I've got to give you. It's Michael Harris. Lines one up the middle in the first pitch, base hit. He grounded into a force play, his first pitch he saw today, and reached first, but this time it's on a base hit. And for Michael, that's his sixth hit of this series. He is now 6 for 10 with 2 homers, a double, and 3 stolen bases. And Alvarez back to the stretch will face Nacho Alvarez Jr. Stretch in the pitch. In the dirt, skips off the shin guard of Alfaro, and down to second goes Michael. That'll be a wild pitch. I like the way this inning's starting. Braves trailing 2-0. Nacho fouled out to DeYoung at third base, his first time up. Alvarez to Alvarez. Breaking ball and a good one. Strike call. 72 pitches for Andrew Alvarez. Stretch in the pitch is up high. And the count goes to 2-1. Mitchell Parker, a left-hander, begins to throw in the Nats bullpen. We haven't seen him in this series. Stretch on the pitch. Fly ball down the right field line, twisting toward foul territory. Cruz on the run, can't get it. That's Dylan Cruz, not Tom. 2-2 the count. What's Tom Cruise's real name? It's not Cruz, is it?
I don't know.
C-R-U-I-S-E? I don't think so. Now, Pablo Cruz, that'd be different. I know you know who Pablo Cruz is. Great band. Nacho calls time and steps out. Nick Allen waits on deck. Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch swung on, lifted foul again, right side, and out of play. So, here you go, fans. Did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Braves? Made with peppers, vinegar, and salt. Perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. Well, now you do. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. There goes Michael. Throw down to third. Nowhere near getting him at third base. And there's stolen base number 20 on the year.
Stolen base.
Pitch was a ball to Nacho, and it's a full count with a runner at third and nobody out. Get him in. Infield back. Andrew Alvarez delivers, and a line drive sent foul and out of play into the stands down the first base line.
All right, I got you. Thomas Cruz Mapother the fourth.
Ah.
There you go. Cruz was the middle name.
The fourth, huh?
The fourth, yeah. That's the theme of the inning.
Mappa what?
Mapother.
Mapother. Payoff pitch, swung on, lifted in the air, on the infield. Josh Bell calls for it, and he's got it. And Nacho unable to get him in.
M-A-P-O-T-H-E-R.
Well, I'd go with the middle name, too. I like his movies, though.
He's got a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Nick Allen lined out his first time up. Takes a ball. Breaking ball missed. 79 pitches now for Andrew Alvarez. 41 strikes. A little bit of an even split there. Strikes and balls. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Got to get that guy in from third, trailing 2-0. Nationals will concede the run for an out. The pitch. Oh, where was that one? Alfaro, the catcher, wanted to know, too. Jurickson Profar waits on deck. The left-hander comes set at the chest, delivers high. Ball 3-1 to the 9-hole hitter. Nick hitting right at 220. No homers, 22 RBIs. And the pitch. High ball 4. He walked him. Third walk issued by Andrew Alvarez. They're on the corners. And Miguel Cairo's come out of the dugout. The manager points to the bullpen. And a pretty quick hook with a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Nationals make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. You make the right call to protect your home and business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll tell you who's coming in right after this timeout on the Braves Radio Network.
Hey, Braves Country, it's Tom Glavine, and when my ride needs a wash, I trust the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves, Tidal Wave Auto Spa. With hundreds of
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
And that's a lot of decisions on the wrong side of the ledger, isn't it?
Whole lot. But you're going to get with a last-place team.
Yep. He's going to work out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Profar, the batter, he has struck out twice. That was against Alvarez. The pitch. Lefty on righty. Outside with a breaking ball. 1-0.
3 days ago, he made his very first career relief appearance, earned a save against the Mets.
Mets pulled one out of the fire last night. Beat the Cubs. Stretching the pitch. Missed again. Ball 2. His fastball sits 92 to 95. Slider, curveball, and he'll throw a split to some right-handed hitters, too. He'd love to get a ground ball here with one out. He delivers. Off the plate outside, ball 3. Alfaro not sure about that call. Jerickson probably taking here. We'll see. The pitch. Ball 4. That looked like a pretty good pitch. But he walked him on 4 straight. They are loaded with Braves for Matt Olson. Matt is 0 for 12 in this series. And after walking the first batter he faces, Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, comes out of the dugout to tell the pitcher, you're in big trouble here.
Well, you go back to game 1 on Monday night. Matt came to the plate 3 times in the game with the bases loaded.
Oh, yeah.
And he struck out in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 3rd inning, struck out in the 6th inning. So he's got another crack at it, hoping that the 4th try is the charm for him in this series.
9 men left on base. That's very rare for Matt Olson. Meeting over. This will be lefty on lefty. Parker looks in for a sign and delivers in the dirt. Blocked by Alfaro. Nice play by the catcher. 1-0.
It's left on left, but a very favorable matchup here for Matt. He has gone 6 for 14 in his career versus Parker with 2 home runs.
Nice. This guy's kind of funky with his delivery. Hides the ball well, but Matt owns him. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Had a good cut at him. 1-1. Matt sitting on 28 homers, 93 RBIs. Braves trailing 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Inside, 2-1. Alvarez departs after 4 1/3. 2 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, a wild pitch. Ronald Acuna Jr. waits on deck. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. Matt was a little late on that fastball. Evens the count at 2-2. Outfield deep. Pretty much straight away. They give him the right field line, however. Infield hoping for a ground ball and a double play ball to get out of this mess. The 2-2. Outside, full count. Only 1 out. You got Harris at third. You got Allen at second. And Profar at first. Great speed on the bases. Just find a gap somewhere. Long look in by Parker. And the lefty delivers. Swing and a fly ball popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called. Making the catch is DeYoung at third base. And the Braves have one out left to do something with this threat. And Matt Olson is 0 for 13 in this series. Acuna has struck out and walked. That was against Alvarez. He's 2 for 7 in the series with 2 homers. The pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, but handled out there at second base by Garcia. He steps on the bag, and the Braves' bases-loaded threat comes up empty. No runs, a hit, 3 left. We go to the 6th, still 2-0.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Vance Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. We go to the 6th. Braves came up empty there in the bottom half of the inning after threatening and still trailed 2-0. Top of the order for the Nats, James Wood will lead off against Bryce Elder, who's given up 2 runs on 4 hits. Wood takes low and away, ball 1. He has lined out and grounded out, 0 for 2. 2 for 5 in the series. Both hits, extra base hits, a double and a homer. Outside ball 2. They played James Wood to pull. Left side of the infield shifted to their left, and he puts a charge into one to deep left center. The ballpark is not going to hold that one. My goodness, that is halfway up the bleachers out there above the Hyundai sign in deep left center. 3-0 Nationals on the 29th homer of the year by James Wood. Boy, that was launched. 91st RBI for the big left fielder, who's a DH today. Sinker that didn't sink. C.J. Abrams has a double in 2 trips today. Check swing, he didn't go. 1-0 the count. Wind to the pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Good pitch there by Elder, but he's behind now 3-0. And on the heels of having a bases loaded opportunity, the Braves came up empty, and then the Nats come right back and add to the lead. 1-1, down and in, 2-1. The kick and the delivery. Ground ball right side to his left is Nick Allen. He's got it. Throws to first in time. 1 out. If you just joined us, Nationals got a run in the first inning after the double by Abrams. Bell got him to third with a single, and then Dalen Lyle drove in the run with a base hit. Then Josh Bell led off the fourth inning with a homer, solo shot. And here, James Wood has led off the sixth with a solo homer. And here is Bell again, and he takes low and outside, ball 1. Josh Bell, originally a Pirate, and the Pirates come to town Friday night to close out the season here. Strike call, 1-1. Wind in the pitch, lifted foul and out of play down the third base line. Bell's a switch hitter, batting left. Infield plays Bell to pull. He grounds one to the third base side. To his right, Nacho, gloves, throws on the run and got him. Nice play. 2 out. Of Bell's homers, 17 have been hit left-handed. And 4 right-handed. Two out for Lyle. An RBI single in the first, strikeout in the fourth. Strike 1. He is 2 for 6 in the series. Hard hit ball foul, third base side. Ball boy tested, but handled it without any trouble. Three to nothing. Washington, top of the 6th. Braves looking to extend a 10-game winning streak, but trailing by 3. The pitch, fouled back. 0-2. I like this guy's stance. I like his swing. I like just about everything about him. Dalen Lyle. Winding the pitch, fought off toward left field. He beats the shift. A little slow poke into left. He makes a huge turn at first. He'll hold there with a 2-out single. And Dylan Cruz, the batter, he has grounded out to third twice. Lyle has 8 stolen bases. Got to keep an eye on him. He can fly, not running, and the pitch, strike call. As we told you, Bryce Elder's gone 6 or more innings, 8 of his last 10 outings. Throw to first, runner back. That's being tested today. Elder works out of the stretch. Another throw to first and closer play, but called safe again. That would be 2, count them, 2 disengagements. Lyle extends his lead, not going. Pitch swung on and fouled back into the screen. 0-2 to Cruz. Got any big plans for the day off tomorrow?
Not really. The time of the year where you get an off day and I don't want to do a whole lot, you know?
Yeah. Would you have rather had the day off Monday?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was universal. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out, hitting over. But the Nationals add to their lead on the leadoff homer by James Wood. They leave a runner. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Washington.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer.
Tilling and mowing, all in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during the football season. Join me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
New pitcher for the Nationals, right-hander Julian Fernandez on for the second time of this series. Saw him last night, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts.
And he can bring it. He can hit triple digits with his fastball. Just fired a 96-mile-an-hour heater to Drake Baldwin. Outside ball 1. Drake's working on a 7-game hitting streak, but he's 0 for 2 today and takes low ball 2, 2-0. It's also our Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning with Leslie Beck of Loganville, Georgia, is the contestant today with $1,000 in the jackpot. Strike call to Drake, 2-1. Had a winner last night, $2,500 last night. On Los Bravos night to a lady named Latina. Perfect. Wind in the pitch. Over but low. 3-1. Let's get some more walks. Get some guys on base again. Surely the Braves could take advantage of that after not being able to score last inning and leaving them loaded. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, ripped to right field. Low line drive. Might not be high enough to get out of here, but it is! Home run! Drake Baldwin puts the Braves on the board with a scorching line drive over the bricks into the Braves bullpen. His 19th homer, his 79th RBI. He's now hit in 8 straight. 3-1 Nationals. And Leslie Beck got a winner 2 games in a row. Leslie just won $1,000.
He put a blowtorch on that thing. Just over the bricks for the home run.
Man. Ha-Sung Kim, the batter, he has a base hit today. Takes outside, ball 1.
So Drake had a look at him last night, struck out. So getting to see him again immediately in this one, and this time a much better outcome.
Kim waits. Now he swings and sends one in the air to right field. Cruz racing to his left, still running, and makes the catch in fair territory. 1 away.
Interesting story on this pitcher, Julian Fernandez. He's been with the Dodgers and the Nationals this year. Prior to this season, he had made it to the big leagues, but it was 4 years ago with the Rockies. He made 6 appearances with the Rockies in 2021. And after going 22, 23, 24, not in the big leagues, he might have thought he was never coming back.
Sure.
And then able to make it back this season with L.A. and now Washington.
Well, he's got a heck of an arm. Just a matter of where you put it. Marcelo Zuna, the batter. Takes outside, ball 1. Changeup at 87. Marcel has walked and struck out. Took a call, 3rd strike his last time up. Didn't like it. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 99 on that heater. If this were 2026, Marcel could have tapped his helmet and said, take a look. I don't think that was a strike.
Definitely.
1-1. A little low and outside. And in this case, the pitcher could tap his helmet and hat and say, I challenge that call. 2-1. Michael Harris, the second on deck. Braves are on the board. Low. 3-1. Tyler Jones has been pretty quick with strike calls, but not so much on low pitches. Fernandez fires up and in, ball 4. Tying run coming to the plate.
Speaking of tapping the hat to challenge, like we'll see next year, you remember at spring training, this was one of the more humorous moments of spring, where Max Scherzer decided to challenge a pitch that was like 10 inches outside the zone.
Yes.
And he just had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
I mean, spring training, you can do that, but it was nowhere near. And he challenged it. Of course, they had to, and he got a chuckle out of it because they showed it on the video board. The pitch was nowhere near the zone.
Yeah. Well, here comes the pitching coach out again. He gives up a homer and a walk. And here's Jim Hickey to talk to Fernandez.
Five walks, got to cash one of these in for a run.
Tyler Jones out to break up the meeting. And is able to. Braves have announced their rotation for the 3-game weekend series to wrap up the season against the Pirates. Joey Wentz Friday night, first pitch 7:15. Spencer Strider Saturday night, first pitch 7:15. And then Sunday, a 3:15 start. Chris Sale will pitch the finale. Michael Harris the second, 1 for 2. First pitch swinging, hot shot off the glove of Bell. His only play will be to first after he recovers. And down to second goes Ozuna. Michael Harris is scorching the ball right now. That one was right at Bell, who was holding the runner on. Michael's 1 for 3, and here is Nacho Alvarez with an RBI chance. He is fouled out, popped up. Sends a drive to right center. Cruz on the run, still going. Stops, slides, and made the catch. He almost overran it, but he made a nice recovery, and that'll end the inning. Braves get on the board with the home run by Drake Baldwin. That's all they can muster as we go to the 7th.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless next untap from your app store, get after your best ball yet.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Fans, Drake Baldwin hit the first home run of the day for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters. Tomorrow only, plus free alignment and oil change. Visit braves.tirediscounters.com to learn more. We go to the 7th. Here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. There's a ball outside of Luis Garcia. 252 hitter with 13 homers. He's 0 for 2 today. Fly out to right and a ground out to first to the 1-0 pitch to Garcia. And a ball low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Braves. Pitch from Elder. Off the end of the bat, foul. Make it 2 balls and a strike on Luis Garcia. Garcia, son of a former big leaguer. His dad played a little while in the big leagues. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. His dad, Luis Sr., played 10 seasons in pro ball and played 8 games in the big leagues in 1999 with the Tigers. Garcia actually born in New York but moved to the Dominican. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bounce route towards first and foul.
See, I appreciate his perseverance in 10 years of pro ball and got 8 days in. Okay, he got the reward. Somehow, some way, he stuck it out long enough to get that, and I really applaud that.
2-2, a lunge and a miss, struck him out with a slider. 1 down in the inning. 7 strikeouts for Elder. There's a lot of guys who will spend that long in the minor leagues, be it as a player, manager, coach, and never get that opportunity.
Well, we were talking about that yesterday. Stan Wozniak was my first manager in pro ball, and he, for the longest time, had the record for most games managed in the minor leagues and never got a shot to manage in the big leagues, or not manage, but coach.
Well, Alfaro takes a ball outside, even as a call-up or something.
Yeah, just sit on the bench and hit fungos during batting practice. Dodgers never brought him up. Really sad.
3-1 Nationals, top of the 7th. 1-0 to Alfaro. Ground ball out to short, backhanded by Kim from the first cut of the grass in left. Fires over for the out. Nice play.
He thought he wasn't sure he had it. He had to look twice. Kind of did a double clutch to make sure it went in the glove.
You know, sometimes on those double clutches, you have to look at Kim in slow-mo replay to see if he was cleaning off the ball again.
Yes, right.
He did that on the road trip. I'd never seen that before in my life. 2 down for Robert Hassel. Hassel fouls one back. There's a ground ball to him. This is in Washington. And when he fielded it, he looked down to the ball to see a clod of dirt on it, and he wiped it across the uniform, across the cloth of the material of the uniform before he threw over.
Yeah.
To ensure a good throw over. That'll be fouled back 0-2. Cleaned the baseball before he threw it.
How Yunel Escobar of him.
Yeah. I have loved watching Ha-Sung Kim. In the field, at the plate, running the bases. Been a thrill to have him here. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Robert Hassel. Elder brings it, low and inside. Coming up, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. Going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. In search of a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1-2. And a fly ball hit lazily to left field. Jurickson Profar looking up into the Atlanta sky. Walks under it, makes a 2-handed cradle, and that ends the top of the 7th. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Washington.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, at the official grass seed of the Atlanta Braves, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 1.99% APR or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Remember the good old days when baseball in Atlanta was an adventure? Book your stay today at omnihotels.com/Atlanta, because some things are too good not to relive.
Don't rely on the same music day after day after day while you work on your way home. Be a part of Chuck and Chernoff weekdays 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan. Or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
3-1 Nationals, bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Nats. And it's going to be Clayton Beeter. B-E-E-T-E-R, as in egg beater. He was with the Yankees earlier this year with 2 teams combined. He's 0-3 with a 4.50 ERA, and he can throw hard. 96 to 99 with a slider.
He'll be facing 9-1-2. That'll be Brett Wisely called upon to pinch hit for Nick Allen. Wisely, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch, ball up and in from Beeter. No other ball games going on right now, but some huge ones coming up later. In fact, the Padres and Brewers start up in about 2 hours. Here's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Brett Wisely. 204 hitter. He swings and misses. Cleveland came back and beat Detroit last night. They play this evening. That'll be Bybee versus Flaherty. Here's the 1-1. Check swing didn't go. So no other scores to update you on, but some games coming up on the horizon tonight with big postseason implications, and those are delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. 2-1 is outside. 3 balls and a strike.
I like Saia. I've appreciated their sponsorship this year. I like saying their name.
They've been a good addition to the broadcast.
They have.
3-1 pitch. Outside ball 4. Lead-off walk. Got to catch one of these in for a run.
Yeah, even Brett Wisely wasn't sure about that one.
That's the 6th walk allowed by the Nationals. Mets had a big comeback last night to pass up the Cubs. Pass by the Cubs, I should say. So Cubs have been limping here lately. The Brewers have lost 3 straight. Cubs, I believe, have lost 5 straight. Tigers have lost 7 in a row now. Astros have hit the skids here lately. That Mariner team with another win last night. Pitch on the way to Jurickson Profar and a ball low.
Mariners are having fun.
They're fun to watch.
Yes, they are. Milwaukee usually is, but as you said, they've gone cold.
Yeah, they're 17-19 since that 14-game winning streak. 1-0 to Profar, outside 2-0.
Ohtani pitched well last night for the Dodgers, shut him out for 5 innings, and then the Dodger bullpen has got to have them concerned. They got lit up.
To Profar, way high, 3-0. It'll be interesting to see how the Dodgers look in the postseason. Won it all last year. Their rotation is strong right now. They're healthy in the rotation. But like you mentioned, we'll see how the bullpen holds up. They enter the action with a 1.5 lead over the Padres. Called strike on a pitch that looked a little bit too far outside.
You know what? They're not hitting much. I was looking at some of their team individual averages last night. And while they're not awful, they're not where you expect them to be. Freddie Freeman under 300 and 290s. Mookie Betts 250.
There's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to Wisely and Profar. That'll put runners at first and second for Olsen. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Well, now Jim Hickey walking out there to the mound, and he'll visit with the right-hander Beater. Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen once you get into the postseason. I think the thing that the Dodgers have in their favor is postseason experience. So while they might be cold going into the postseason, they've done it before. And that goes a long way in October, doesn't it?
It does. I think that really came to life last night when the Yankees were playing the White Sox. And the White Sox caved in the bottom of the ninth. They just don't know how to finish games yet. White Sox have some good young players, but they don't know how to finish yet. The Yankees took advantage.
Phillies were defeated last night. And if you're a team like them, you just want to make sure your pitching's lined up. You've got the division in your back pocket. And be ready for whomever emerges. 3-1 Nats, bottom of the seventh. Runners at first and second, no one out. Here comes Matt Olson. First pitch right down the middle of the called strike at 97.
I think this is the at-bat Matt's been waiting on for this series. Finally gets a right-hander with a good fastball. Chance to turn this game around.
He is definitely due. 0 for 13 in the series. Oh, one huge swing and a miss over the top of a slider. He's down 0-2. Ronald Acuna waits patiently on deck, holding a weighted bat against his right shoulder. Meanwhile, Olson staring down an 0-2 count. Right-hander Beater comes set next to his right ear. 0-2. Low and outside. Laid off a fastball, 98 low and away. The only run for the Braves came last inning on a home run by Drake Baldwin. And a base hit can draw them a little bit closer right here. 1-2 pitch, chopped off the plate, and he caught the foul ball. It came off the plate right up there in front of him, just snagged it with his left hand. Little breeze picks up. Blowing out of right center, across the outfield, and at the left field foul pole. A 1-2 pitch. Outside 2-2.
Well, that breeze didn't affect Baldwin's home run, did it?
Not at all. Runners take their leads at first and second. 2-2 pitch. High ball 3. So Beater went ahead 0-2. Since then missed with a heater and then missed with back-to-back sliders. And now where in his catalog does he want to go here on this 3-2 offering coming up for Matt Olson? Runners take big leads at first and second. 3-2 pitch. And he swings and misses, went to the slider and strikes out Olson. And a very disappointed Matt Olson just slowly walks back to the first base dugout. One down here in the 7th inning. Ronald has 2 hits in the series, both landed in the stands. Hit a homer in game 1, hit a homer in game 2. It goes deep right here. Braves will have the lead. Trailing 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Acuna, in for a called strike. In this game, Acuna with a strikeout, a walk, and a fielder's choice. Got a lot of room down the left field line. Waiting on the right-hander Beater. 0-1 pitch. Cracked foul into the screen over by the Braves dugout. And he's down 0-2.
All these hits in this series and during this hitting streak, or during this winning streak, been great work with runners in scoring position. Not so today.
0-2 pitch. Off the mid of Alfaro into the backstop. It's ball 1, but it's a wild pitch, and now a base hit can tie the game. That's a big break potentially right there. It was high to Alfaro, and he came up out of his crouch and got leather on it, but that went all the way to the backstop.
Yeah, and in his defense, he was not down on one knee. He was on both feet. Still couldn't haul it in.
Base hit could tie it up. 1-2. He swings and sends one foul into the second deck down the first baseline. Profar the runner at second. Wisely the runner at third.
Beater comes set next to his right ear. 1-2 pitch. High for ball 2. Missed with a fastball at 98. Acuna pinwheels the bat a couple of times. Slightly open stance, staring down the right-handed pitcher. Runners take their leads at second and third. 2-2 pitch. He swings and lines one down the right field line, slicing foul into the screen down there. Still a 2-2 count. Speaking of those homers for Acuna, what a display of power last night. Going deep to right field, over 430 feet. Just need a base hit right here. 2-2, swung on, missed. Went upstairs with a slider. Back-to-back strikeouts of Olsen and Acuna. Now it's up to Baldwin. Well, Baldwin, the source of the only run for the game in the Braves side of the column right now. Hit that home run in the 6th inning. And now can drive it a couple right here. But down to 2 outs in the inning. Pitch on the way, and there's a ball outside. So many times this season, Drake Baldwin has delivered a clutch 2-out base hit for the Braves. Need another one right here. Runners will be going on contact. 1-0 pitch, a strike. Got a slider on the inside corner.
And not so rarely, he'll bounce one through the left side when they're playing him to pull like they are right now. Big hole between second and third.
Drake a homer last inning. 1-1 pitch sent foul into the second deck down the left field line. The Braves are 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position in this game. Time to change that right here. 1-2. He swings and misses at a slider up and away, and Beater hypnotizes the best bats in the order. Olsen, Acuna, and Baldwin. And the Braves strand runners at second and third. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We've completed.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun. Use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is
getting late, going to the 8th. Braves down 3-1. Tyler Kinley comes on in relief of Bryce Elder. How about the numbers for Kinley since he came over from Colorado? This is his 22nd game. He's 5-0 with a 0.41 ERA out of the bullpen. 22 innings, just 10 hits, and 1 run allowed.
That's stellar. Maybe he can produce a winner here in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Here's Paul DeYoung on the first pitch on the way to him. Looked like a good pitch. Check swing. They appealed. Didn't go. 1-0. Brett Wisely remains in the game at second base. Ball and no strikes on Paul DeYoung. That's 9th in their order. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. 1 to left, 1 to right.
Righty-righty matchup. 1-0 pitch. Wave and a miss. 1-1. Yanmar strike out the side inning. If Kenley can strike out the side here in the 8th, our contestant, John Mize, will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Ball and a strike on Paul DeYoung. Kenley fires. Strike on the inside corner. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. Pulling for John Mize, hoping for a winner today. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to DeYoung. DeYoung smokes one deep but foul, hooking it into the lower bowl of the stadium deep down the line. 1-2 on DeYoung. We've seen 3 solo homers in this game between these two teams. 1 for the Braves, 2 for the Nats. 1-2. Check swing, I believe he went. They appeal, and so does C.B. Buckner. C.B. guessed right down there.
Woohoo!
1 down on the strikeout.
I knew it would happen before the end of the year.
That was a really good slider by Kenley. Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like 3 straight strikeouts for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 1 down, back to the top of the order to James Wood. He's been tough to solve today. Check swing, and he did not go. Wood with that homer in the 6th inning. He has 3 hits in the series. Went deep yesterday. And he's sitting on 29 homers for the season. 1-0 to Wood. In the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Braves in the bottom of the 8th will have Kim, Ozuna, and Harris coming up. James Wood, 6'7", 235. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Wood. Kenley brings it, and Wood hits one to deep center field. Harris going to go back. Trouble all over this thing. That is way out of here. 30th home run of the season for James Wood. His 2nd today and his 3rd in the series. And another long ball for the Nationals. And they have a 4-1 lead here in the 8th.
Sounds kind of cliche-ish, but when he hits them, they stay hit.
Yeah, it was pounded.
He catches it out front. Big swing and a lot of contact. Boy, did he get extension.
He's gotten hot here at the end of the season. Those home run numbers had dried up for him since the All-Star break, but he's locked back into his stroke now and hit another homer. So now it's Abrams to the plate. First pitch, a called strike. You'd look at Wood. He looks like a basketball player in a baseball uniform. So much power. 0-1 to Abrams, and Abrams hits a deep fly ball to right field, coming over Ronald Acuna towards the line, and a foul ball. 0-2. Interestingly enough for Wood, his dad actually played basketball at the University of Richmond, and he was on their team in 1991 when they upset Syracuse in the NCAA tournament. That was a 15 seed beating a 2 seed, and James Wood's dad was on that team. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Abrams, and he swings and misses. Not his best swing, fooled by the curveball. 2 down here in the 8th inning. Two down for Bell. I go back to something that you mentioned earlier today, and you and I have discussed before. It's far from being in focus for the Nationals as to their future, but it's starting to become more in focus as to who their young stars are that they can lean into for the next several seasons. Pitch on the way to Bell, low and inside. They certainly need some pitching.
Yes.
But when it comes to Wood and Lyle, Abrams, also I think you'd throw Nunez in there. I mean, it's a really good core that they could build around. Cruz, obviously.
Well, they've got 2 decisions to make right away.
Here's the 1-0 to Bell. Check swing. Did not go.
They have an interim general manager and they have an interim manager. So they're going to have to make some decisions, ownership is, on who's going to run the team before they can even start addressing some of those personnel needs.
Kinley's 2-0 to Bell outside. So they have to make decisions on choosing people to make decisions.
Yes.
It is true. Four-one Nationals, top of the eighth. 3-0 pitch. Huge swing and a miss by Bell at a slider. Nats trying to end the Braves' 10-game winning streak. Nationals have lost 6 straight to the Braves. Three-one and Bell with a soft pop-up towards left field. Jurickson Profar trotting in. No problem for Jurickson. And there's out number 3. But a home run by James Wood, his 30th of the year and his 3rd in the series.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
My name is Katie. I'm a Spectrum customer for mobile and internet, and I grew up on a farm and ranch in Nebraska, so I'm always cowgirling. Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to, because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching. To have any efficiency on the farm, you need extreme connection and reception. I bet we save about $180 a month with Spectrum, and that's $2,100 for the whole year.
Real customers, real savings. Visit spectrum.com/save. Real customer testimonial, compensated, not scripted.
64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Traffic and weather won't keep you informed on what really matters to you. This is home team Brandon Leak reminding you to start your workday in the locker room weekdays from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Beater goes 1 inning, got out of that jam, struck out 3 guys in a row, and now Rutledge is on to pitch the 8th inning. Jackson Rutledge for the Nationals.
Here's Ha-Sung Kim, takes first pitch strike. Well, the Nats have used Alvarez, Parker, Fernandez, Beater, and Rutledge. Pretty much everybody but Lord Pilkington.
Lord Pilkington has not made an appearance today.
There's the 0-1 to Kim. Kim swings and misses. Cut it loose on that slider. Couldn't reach it. 0-2. 32,898 in attendance for this day game on a Wednesday and hoping for a comeback. Braves have had their opportunities. 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Right-hander Rutledge set right at the belt. 0-2 to the plate. Ramps off the mound. Out to second. Gloved out there by Garcia. Goes over to the bag for the out. And 1 down. That perfectly ramped up the mound and caromed out towards Garcia. New first baseman is Andres Chaparro. He's out there for Bell now. Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to fight food insecurity for families in need. Pitch on the way to Ozuna. There's a ball high. Show your support by visiting braves.homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area. Ozuna takes a strike. Big gray-bellied cloud has floated right over the top of the ballpark and given the entire area some shade. 1-1. Ozuna takes a slider high.
Thought you were going into a description of me, and there was just about to be some problems.
That'd have been the first time anybody dropped that on you.
Nope.
Here's the 2-1. Cracked down the right field line, foul, slicing into the screen.
You got your ensembles laid out for the weekend? You know, the season finale and what you're going to wear?
I hadn't even thought about it. Are we going to coordinate something?
No, I was just asking. I thought usually you kind of had it all laid out.
No, not this time.
Had the ironing board out.
The old ironing board. Hadn't broken that thing out in a while. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Ozuna hits a fly ball towards deep right center field. Back to the wall. This has got a shot, and that's into the bullpen. It's a home run by Ozuna. He takes him deep to right center field and blasting it out of here for home run number 21 for Ozuna. That makes it a 4-2 Nationals lead here in the 8th inning. That is career homer number 148 for Ozuna as a Brave. And that passes Ron Gant for 17th in franchise history.
And it's his first home run since August 13th at New York off Phil Blackford.
Second homer of the game for the Braves. So 4-2 game. Here's Michael Harris. And Harris with a fly ball to left field. Coming in Dalen Lyle. Going out C.J. Abrams. They come together, and that'll be caught by Lyle. And 2 down in the inning. We'll make that home run by Ozuna. The Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank member FDIC. And went 404 feet off the bat of Ozuna. RBI 67 for Marcel. Nacho Alvarez. He's one bounce 4 feet in front of the plate and then go to the backstop. So the Braves back to within 2 runs. Getting that run back that they gave up in the top of the inning as James Wood went deep with the Nationals. Nacho takes a strike. 1-1. Jose A. Ferrer now tossing for the Nationals. He's a left-hander. Bases empty, 2 down. Here's the 1-1. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Rutledge brings it. 2-1 in the air towards right. Slicing down the line, falling foul. Right outside the chalk, deep down the right field line. Nacho is 0 for 3 in the game. A couple of pop-outs and a fly out to right field. Wearing number 67 on his bat, or rather on his back, I should say. Adjusts his batting gloves. And now dig back into the batter's box. Waiting on the 2-2 from Rutledge. Now time call. That breeze gets a little bit stronger out of right center across the outfield and towards the left field corner. Need another base runner. Try to keep this thing rolling along. But 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Rutledge brings it. Check swing, Nacho went. Cutter got him. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. The Braves get a little bit closer on the home run by Marcell Ozuna. We go to the 9th inning. Nationals 4, Braves 2.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to...
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Gibson a deep side, re-gripping.
Third pitcher of the day, brought in by Brian Snitker, will be Pierce Johnson. Pierce is 3-3, a 2.53 ERA. This is outing number 64. 57 strikeouts in 57 innings, a 2.25 average against him. Tyler Kinley went an inning, gave up the home run to Wood, also struck out 2. Braves trailing 4-2.
Got to keep them quiet. Braves in the ninth will have 9-1-2 coming up. Dalen Lyle leads off for Washington, hitting .294 on the season. First pitch to Lyle, high and outside. Lyle today 2 for 3, couple of singles and an RBI. He bats cleanup for them, just 22 years old. Here's the 1-0 from Johnson. In the air towards right field, down the line, and a foul ball right outside the chalk. Turned on a fastball. 1-1 on Dalen Lyle. Again, this is the final time the Braves and Nats square off this season. Braves have an off day tomorrow, then welcome in the Pirates for the final 3 games of the year. Meanwhile, the White Sox finish at home. Rather, the Nationals finish at home against the White Sox. There's a looper into center. That's down for a base hit. Third hit of the game for Dalen Lyle. This time a leadoff single. Yeah, the Nats go home. They'll see the White Sox for 3. And that will wrap up their season. They will finish in last place. They will not lose 100 games. They've lost 94, so this game and 3 more to be played this season for the Nationals. But they will finish in last place. There's Dylan Cruz. Pierce goes to work. There's a ball low and outside. None of those other games have started yet. This is the only early game across Major League Baseball. You got an afternoon game in San Diego that starts up at 4:10 Eastern. Everything else is under the lights around Major League Baseball. 1-0 to Cruz. And he swings and misses. Tardy on that curveball. Make it 1-1. So we'll keep an eye out for all these games later. Seattle hosting Colorado. They can take a step closer towards clinching the AL West, as the Mariners have a 4-game lead with 5 left to be played. 1-1. And they'll lob one into center. Turned around a curveball for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for Lyle and Cruz. So they're at first and second now for Garcia. Garcia's 0 for 3, but dangerous batter to be facing with a runner at second base. First pitch to Garcia. And Pierce Johnson misses outside with a fastball. Sun peeking its head back out from behind that cloud and shining down onto the field. Runner at second, Lau. Runner at first, Cruz. They take their leads at first and second. Left-handed batter Garcia waits the 1-0. Here it comes, and that touches the outside corner. Fastball 95. Here's his 1-1. Garcia bounces one to short. Kim has it. Steps on second. Unloads to first. Double play. A 6-3 double play. Exactly what Pierce needed over to third base for Dalen Lyle. But a very friendly hop out there to Ha-Sung Kim and gracefully turned the double play. So 2 down with a runner at third. And here comes Jorge Alfaro. Alfaro is 0 for 3. Veteran catcher. Bats from the right side. 265 hitter. He swings and hits one in the air towards right center field. Coming in, Ronald Acuna slides. Ronald secures for the out. He just saved a run. Sprinting in and to his right and timed it perfectly and got it into the webbing before he tumbled to the ground, and he held on. And that ends the top of the 9th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Washington 4, Braves 2.
At Beaver Toyota, you already know us for our trusted service, unbeatable value, and community care. And now we've grown. Introducing the all-new Beaver.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Buy you some.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
The Nationals go to their closer. That's Jose A. Ferrer, one of 5 lefties they have in their bullpen. He's in his 70th game of the year, by far the most on their club. 4-3, a 4.30 ERA, 9 for 12 in saves. But he can bring it. 98 to 100 with a slider and a change.
How about 2 singles and a homer?
I'm in.
Braves have a 10-game winning streak entering this contest, but trailing 4-2 into the bottom of the 9th. There's Eli White to pinch hit. First pitch swinging, fly ball, deep center. Hassel going back. Hassel to the wall. That is gone! Eli White. Throw down on him, son. Deep center field. And it's a 1-run game.
Welcome to the game, Eli. 4:36. Right from the get-go. Just the 4th homer Ferrer has allowed this year.
Put that into the waterfall out there in deep center. 1 swing, and it's a 1-run game. Here comes Profar. And if he can get on base, the winning run comes to the plate, and Olsen, who is overdue for something good to go his way. And now time called. Ferrer, I believe, has a pitch comm device issue. Home run by Eli White, traveled 436 feet. I mean, we have seen some no-doubters in this series. Eli with 10 home runs this season. Pitch on the way. Profar turns on one, sent foul. Jacob Young has entered the game to center field. No balls and a strike on Profar.
These 3 home runs are great. I can
0-1, strike.
I can think of a couple of innings where they would have been better.
Yes.
But we'll take it. Eli White's been something else, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Been a lot of fun to watch. 0-2 on Profar, looking to get on base. Profar fouls one back. Look, if you're going to win 11 games in a row, you're going to have some magic in a few of those. And the Braves looking for some ninth-inning magic in this one. Trailing 4-2 entering the bottom of the ninth. They picked up 1 run on the homer by White. Nothing in 2 now on Profar. Batting from the right side. 0-2 pitch. Low it in, 1-2. Profar can get aboard. That'd be the tying run, and good wheels aboard. He's walked twice. 255 hitter. Waving the bat behind his right ear. 1-2 high and outside. Good eye laid off the 99-mile-an-hour sinker. Count even 2-2.
It's a lot of velocity from a short arm delivery. Quick one.
2-2 for Profar. Ferrer kicks and fires. 2-2, got a piece of it, fouled it off. Or no, he missed it and it was dropped by the catcher. I thought he got a piece of it right above the handle.
Me too.
1 out in the ninth. Here's Matt Olson. This time Matt digs in with the bases empty. Haven't seen that too many times for him this series. So many times he's come to the plate with men on board and several times with the bases loaded. But he's 0 for 14 in the series. Trying to get him on board for Ronald Acuna. Left-on-left matchup. Olson takes a strike. Outfield playing very deep versus Olson. 0-1 pitch. And he fouls that off. And he splintered his bat there on that swing. That was a sinker at 100 miles an hour. And that broken bat brought to you by Gorilla Glue. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth, the official sponsor of Broken Bats is Gorilla Glue. It'll be funny. They got all sorts of stuff down there in the on-deck circle, donuts and some of that spray, and, of course, the mat to put some stickum on the handle. We need to just throw a stick of Gorilla Glue down there just for the optics of it all.
I like that.
Just have it as a tool down there in case you want to pick from it.
Hammer and some tacks.
0-2 on Olson. Here it comes from Ferrer. Olson hangs alive, fouling one back. A little pine tar and a little Gorilla Glue can go a long way. Nothing in 2 on Matt Olson. 4-3 Nationals, bottom of the ninth. Bases empty, 1 down. Ferrer, left-hander, comes set in the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, they appeal strike 3. Yeah, he definitely went. Manny Gonzalez had the decision in his hands down the third baseline. 2 down in the ninth. It's up to Ronald Acuna. Winning run remains in the on-deck circle. Now that's Drake Baldwin. Acuna has been on twice today, a walk and a fielder's choice. Facing Ferrer. Ferrer inherited a 2-run lead. He's given up 1 run already. First pitch to Acuna, low and inside. One and 0 for Ronald. Steadies the stick. 1-0 pitch. Hit well deep down the right field line, but slicing foul. That was crushed deep down the line. Couldn't straighten it out. 1-1. Oddly enough, Acuna has never faced Ferrer.
Telling you, anybody that does what Eli White did, they have my respect. This guy's hard to see.
1-1, a swing and a miss. Change up down and away, and the Braves down at their final strike. So it's come down to this to try to keep the winning streak alive. Braves have won 10 in a row, but trailing by a run here in the ninth. Acuna waits on the 1-2. Ferrer fires. Low it inside, 2-2. Just looking for a base runner. Keep it alive. Keep hope alive for Drake Baldwin. See if he can come to the plate representing the winning run. Acuna with 2 hits in the series. Both have been home runs. He steadies the bat, waiting on the southpaw Ferrer. 2-2 pitch. Chopper out to short. Charging. Abrams scoops. Fires over. Close play, and they got him. And the Braves say, hold on 1 second. And this will likely be reviewed. It will be. And the game hangs in the balance on this review. That was taken on the second hop by Abrams. Really close play over there at first base.
Yeah, I thought he made it. I thought he beat it. It took Abrams a while to get it out of his glove, and that was the difference. Oh,
he's safe.
Yeah, you're not even close, CB. Gave you all kinds of credit a while ago because you guessed right. My goodness.
This should be overturned, which would mean an infield single for Acuna, and the winning run would come to the plate in Drake Baldwin. Yeah, he's easily safe.
That ball's 3 to 4 feet from the glove of the first baseman, and he called him out. So he had already made up his mind he was going to be out and rang him up in true C.B. Buckner fashion. Good grief. Thank goodness for the challenges now.
Man, no kidding. So the game will continue. The tying run is at first base. The winning run's at the plate in Drake Baldwin. And for this young man who has put together an amazing rookie season, he has established an amazing resume that could win him Rookie of the Year honors here in 2025. He can add another bullet point to that resume with a long ball right here. First pitch, and a ball low and outside. Drake is 1 for 4 with a home run in this game. The home run was his 19th of the season. Baldwin 0 for 1 in his career versus Ferrer. Lefty brings it. And Drake sends one foul all the way up into the third deck down the third baseline, 1-1.
I think you said 2 hits and a homer. Are you okay with a homer, a hit, and a homer?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Baldwin stands calmly in the left-hand batter's box. Meanwhile, Ferrer plants his left foot on the first base side of the rubber. Acuna lead at first base. 1-1 pitch. Low and away, 2-1. Inning started with a home run by Eli White. That made it a 4-3 Nationals lead. Ferrer then struck out Profar and Olsen. Acuna with a 2-out base hit. So he's at first. And the bat in the hands of Baldwin. 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3. If he walks him, the tying run would be in scoring position for Ha-Seong Kim.
Really got to shrink your zone right here for this guy. As hard as he is to pick up. Look for a ball in a specific spot. Otherwise, let it go.
3-1. Swung on and chopped foul over by the Braves dugout. That was a sinker at 99. And the Braves once again down to their final strike. But they were right there just a moment ago. Ronald Acuna found a way to extend the game. In search of a dramatic finish to put this thing in the win column and make it 11 in a row for the Braves. Ronald will be taking off. 3-2. Swung on at a bouncer out to second. Charging in Garcia. Glove toss to the bag. Not in time. Drake beat it out. Now the Nationals want to look at this. Garcia darted in, scooped it up with the glove, and had a glove toss to first where it was secured by Chaparro. And the call of the field is that Drake beat it out. That was a slow 3-hopper out there. This might actually be overturned too.
Yeah.
Watching the glove flip, it was a really good one by Garcia. And Chaparro looked like he squeezed it right before Drake got there with the left foot.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's going to do it.
2 whiffs by C.B. Buckner here in this inning.
You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Dan Iasonia, the crew chief. He's got to go through this every day.
Yes.
With calls by C.B. Buckner, and yet Major League Baseball just keeps running him out there. I never have understood it.
Nationals are shaking hands. They believe this is about to be overturned. Here we go.
After review, out, game is over.
Call is overturned, and that's the ball game. Well, the Braves gave him a thrill there in the 9th inning, but can't come all the way back, and the winning streak comes to an end here today as the 10-game winning streak ends in the final game of this series. For the Braves in the 9th, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Final score, Nationals 4, Braves 3. Back with the totals after this.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, at the official grass seed of the Atlanta Braves, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So
my day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Are you ready to finally make that dream a reality? Maybe it's updating your kitchen, paying down high-interest credit cards, or covering tuition. Your home is more than where you live. It's also your most powerful asset. At Unlock, we make it simple to turn equity into options. With a home equity agreement, you can access cash today without taking on new debt or monthly payments. Imagine the freedom to invest in your home, reduce financial stress, or finally start that big project you've been putting off. It's your home. It's your future. Unlock it today. Visit unlock.com to learn more about a home equity agreement. That's unlock.com to learn more.
Terms and conditions apply. Not all homeowners will qualify. Not available in all states. Actor Portrayal. Home equity agreements are offered by Unlock Home Equity Solutions, Inc. In certain states, NMLS number 2657081. Visit www.consumeraccess.org for more info.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dollar Shave Club is the real grooming MVP. Their 6-blade razor gives you the closest, most comfortable shave. The 4-blade features swift rinse tech for longer, thicker hair, and the handle has a no-slip 360-degree diamond pattern grip for comfort and control. Shave butter works great with their razors. It's translucent for precision and delivers a long-lasting glide that hydrates the skin. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use code HOMERUN for 20% off your order of $20 or more. Plus free shipping. Whatever you shave, welcome to the club.
This Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th, you can get a great deal on a new foot spa, transforming you into the queen of kicking it.
Wait, this has bubble jets. Okay.
Get up to 40% off with Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line.
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Change is always happening. But no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Hey Braves fans, this is Kelly Kroll reminding you to join me on the Buck Belue Show weeknights from 6 to 8 when the Braves are off, and Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan.
Braves drop this one 4-3 to the Nationals, but they take the series, and there are 3 games left in the season. That'll start up on Friday night. Got an off day tomorrow, but the Pirates roll into town on Friday, and our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 6 o'clock Eastern on Friday night with a Ford lead.